Hello, we're so happy you're here with us today.
I'm Leo.
And I'm Tina.
On this channel, we help you learn natural English through real conversation.
Our goal is to make English practical, simple, and useful for everyday life. We want to help you understand real English and speak with more confidence.
And today's topic is one that everybody needs.
Yes, today we're talking about how to talk about your day in English, and we'll use the simple present tense with daily routine vocabulary.
This topic is super useful because people ask about your day all the time. They ask, what time do you wake up? What do you do in the morning? Do you cook? Do you work from home? How do you spend your evenings?
Exactly. If you can talk about your daily routine clearly, you can have many simple and natural conversations in English. You can talk with classmates, teachers, coworkers, friends, and even in interviews.
And the simple present tense is perfect for this because we use it for habits, routines, and things we do regularly.
So in this lesson, we'll show you how to describe your day step by step, from morning to night, in easy and natural English.
If you enjoy learning with us, please like this video and subscribe to the channel.
And don't forget to click the bell so you never miss a lesson.
All right, let's get started.
So Leo, how are you today?
I'm good, but a little sleepy.
Sleepy again?
Yes, I stay up too late last night. I tell myself, just one more video, and then suddenly it's midnight.
That sounds very familiar. What kind of videos do you watch?
Random ones. Cooking videos, travel videos, funny dog videos. My brain goes everywhere.
That is very relatable. I'm doing well today. I feel pretty calm because I have a quiet morning. I wake up early, I make tea, and I plan my day.
Of course you do. Your mornings are always peaceful and organized.
Not always. Sometimes I lose my keys, and sometimes I forget where I put my phone.
Really? That makes me feel better. I thought you woke up at 6 and became productive immediately.
No, I'm human too.
Good. That is important information.
What do you do this weekend?
On Saturday, I meet a friend for breakfast. Then I go to a bookstore, but I don't buy just one book. I buy 3 books and then complain about money.
That is also very relatable.
On Sunday, I stay home and try to clean my room. I say try because I start cleaning, then I find an old photo, then I sit down, then I think about life for 20 minutes.
So cleaning becomes memory time.
Exactly.
I spend my weekend in a simpler way. I visit my parents, I help my mother in the kitchen, and I read in the evening.
That sounds lovely.
It is. And actually, we already use many daily routine sentences right now.
That's true. Speaking of daily routines, that is exactly what we're teaching today.
Yes. So let's move into our main conversation and talk about how to describe your day in English using the simple present tense. Okay, Leo, let's start with the big idea. What is the simple present tense and why do we use it for daily routine?
We use the simple present for things we do regularly, right? Things like I wake up at 7, I drink coffee, and I go to work.
Exactly. The simple present is for habits, routines, facts, and repeated actions. If something happens often or usually, the simple present is the best tense to use.
So we don't say I am waking up at 7 every day.
Right. For a daily routine, we usually say, I wake up at 7 every day.
Good. That already helps a lot.
Let's build a full day from morning to night. I'll ask you questions and we'll answer them in simple present.
Sounds good. Let's start with the hardest part of the day, the morning.
All right. What time do you usually wake up?
I usually wake up at around 7:30 on weekdays. On weekends, I wake up later, maybe around 9.
That's a good answer. Short, clear, and natural. You used usually, a time, and on weekdays.
What about you?
I usually wake up at 6:30. I like quiet mornings, so I get up early.
Wait, what's the difference between wake up and get up?
Good question. Wake up means you stop sleeping. Get up means you leave your bed.
Ah, so I wake up at 7:30, but I get up at 7:45.
Exactly. That is very natural English.
Sometimes I wake up, check my phone, close my eyes again, and then regret everything.
That is also natural life.
Thank you for understanding me.
So after you get up, what do you do first?
First, I wash my face and brush my teeth. Then I make coffee. I don't talk much in the morning, so coffee is very important.
That's a very common routine. I get up, make my bed, open the window, and drink a glass of water.
You make your bed every day?
Yes, I do.
Wow, I respect that.
It helps me feel organized.
I see. So a learner can say, I make my bed every morning.
Yes, perfect. That is simple present.
What does organized mean?
Organized means neat, planned, and in good order.
So your morning is organized. My morning is developing.
That is a kind way to say it.
Thank you.
Let's talk about breakfast. Do you eat breakfast every day?
Yes, I do, but it depends on the day. On busy mornings, I eat something simple, like toast or fruit. On slower mornings, I make eggs.
That's a great answer because it adds detail. I usually have tea, yogurt, and fruit. Sometimes I eat oatmeal.
Oatmeal feels like a very responsible breakfast.
It is a responsible breakfast.
I knew it.
Here's another useful pattern. I usually, I sometimes, I always, I never. These words help you talk about routine more naturally.
Right, so I can say, I usually drink coffee, I sometimes cook breakfast, and I never sing in the morning.
Why never?
Because I don't want to scare the neighbors.
Very thoughtful.
Thank you.
Now let's move to getting ready for the day. What do you usually wear?
I usually wear comfortable clothes at home, but if I go out, I wear jeans and a shirt. If I have a meeting, I dress a little more carefully.
Good. I wear is simple present. A lot of learners want to say I am wearing here, but I wear is better for routine.
So I wear glasses is a general fact, but I am wearing glasses today is for now.
Exactly. That's a very helpful distinction.
I do say I wear casual clothes most days.
Perfect. After you get dressed, what happens next?
If I work from home, I sit at my desk around 9. If I go to the office, I leave home at about 8:15.
Nice. That gives two useful daily routine patterns. I work from home and I leave home at.
What about you? Do you commute every day?
Not every day. Some days I work from home and some days I go out. If I go out, I usually leave the house around 8.
Wait, what does commute mean?
Commute means to travel regularly between your home and your workplace or school.
So my commute is the trip from my home to work.
Exactly.
My commute is not too bad. It takes about 30 minutes by bus.
That's a very useful sentence, too. It takes about 30 minutes.
Yes, learners can use that all the time. It takes 10 minutes to walk to school. It takes 40 minutes to get to work.
Exactly. Do you like your commute?
Not really. Sometimes it's fine, but sometimes it's crowded and noisy. I prefer working from home.
I understand that. I like some quiet time in the morning.
Let's talk about work and study. That's a big part of most people's day.
Yes. If someone asks, what do you do during the day? A common answer is, I work, I study, or I take care of my children.
Or I work part-time, I study at university, or I stay at home with my family.
Exactly. These are all useful real-life answers.
What do you usually do first when you start work?
I check my email, review my schedule, and make a to-do list. Then I start with the most important task.
That sounds very Tina.
Thank you. What about you?
I make coffee number 2, open too many tabs, and tell myself I'm ready.
Do you actually start working?
Eventually, yes.
Good. So a learner can say, I check my email, I answer messages, I attend meetings, I talk to clients, I write reports, or I study for my classes.
Those are all great daily routine verbs.
Yes, and remember, with he, she, and it, we often add s. For example, he works, she studies, my brother takes the train.
That S is so important.
It really is. Many learners forget it.
So I say I work at home, but my sister says she works in an office.
Exactly.
What does review mean? You said you review your schedule.
Review means to look at something again carefully. So I review my schedule means I check my plan for the day.
Nice. That's useful for students too. I review my notes before class.
Perfect.
How many hours do you usually work?
On a normal day, I work for about 8 hours. I take short breaks during the day, but I try to stay focused.
Stay focused is a good phrase.
Yes, it means keep your attention on what you are doing.
I try to stay focused too, but sometimes my brain goes on vacation.
That is a very Leo sentence.
Thank you.
Do you take breaks often?
Yes, I do. I usually take a short break in the morning and another one in the afternoon. I walk around, stretch, or make tea.
Good. That sounds healthy. I also take breaks because I don't like sitting for too long.
For too long is another useful phrase. Learners can say, I don't study for too long without a break.
Exactly.
What about lunch? People often talk about lunch in daily routine conversations.
Yes. A simple question is, what do you usually have for lunch?
I usually eat something easy, like rice, vegetables, or a sandwich. If I'm busy, I eat very quickly. That's not a good habit, but it's true.
Honest answers are great for conversation practice. I usually have lunch around 1 o'clock. I prefer simple meals because heavy food makes me sleepy.
Really? Oh, I do that too. If I eat too much, I want a nap, not a meeting.
Exactly.
What does heavy food mean?
Heavy food means food that feels rich or difficult to digest. For example, very oily or very large meals.
Ah, okay. So a learner can say, I avoid heavy food at lunch.
Yes, that's good.
After lunch, do you feel productive?
Usually, yes, but I work differently in the afternoon. In the morning, I do difficult tasks. In the afternoon, I do lighter tasks like answering messages or organizing information.
That's interesting. I'm almost the opposite. I feel slow in the morning, but I become more active in the afternoon.
That's a nice way to compare daily habits. I feel more active in the afternoon.
Yes, and it's very natural.
Let's move into the late afternoon and evening. What time do you usually finish work?
I usually finish around 5:30 or 6. If I have extra work, I finish later.
Good. I usually finish around 6 too. After that, I try to stop looking at my computer.
That's smart.
What do you do after work?
It depends on the day. Sometimes I go for a walk, sometimes I meet a friend, sometimes I go straight home and lie on the sofa for 10 minutes.
Only 10 minutes?
Fine, 20.
That sounds more realistic.
What about you?
After work, I usually go home, change my clothes, and start dinner. If I have more energy, I go for a walk first.
If I have more energy is a very useful real-life phrase.
Yes, it shows that routines can change a little.
I think learners often worry that routines must sound perfect.
That's true, but they don't. A routine can be flexible. You can say, I usually cook dinner, but sometimes I order food. Or I often exercise, but not every day.
That sounds much more natural than pretending you live like a robot.
Exactly. Do you cook every evening?
Most evenings, yes. I like simple meals, like soup, noodles, or vegetables with rice.
I cook a few times a week. Other days, I eat leftovers or something very easy. Wait, what are leftovers?
Leftovers are food from an earlier meal that you eat later.
Great explanation.
Thank you. I know food words.
Clearly.
What do you do in the evening after dinner?
I usually wash the dishes, tidy the kitchen, and then relax. Sometimes I read, sometimes I watch something, and sometimes I call a family member.
That sounds peaceful. My evenings are less peaceful. I eat dinner, say I will clean later, forget, remember, and then clean with regret.
At least you clean.
Eventually.
Do you exercise in the evening?
Not usually. I prefer light exercise, like a walk. If I exercise too late, I don't sleep well.
That's useful to say too. I don't sleep well if...
Yes, learners can say, I don't sleep well if I drink coffee at night. Or, I feel tired if I go to bed late.
Excellent examples.
What does tidy mean? You said you tidy the kitchen.
Tidy means to make a place neat and clean. Not a deep clean, just organize it and make it look better.
So tidy is softer than clean.
Yes, often.
I like that distinction.
Let's talk about relaxing. What do you do to relax in the evening?
I listen to music, watch a show, or read a few pages of a book. Sometimes I just sit quietly. I need quiet time after a busy day.
I understand that. I relax by reading, stretching, or writing in a notebook.
That sounds healthy and calm. I relax by trying not to think too much.
Also a real method.
Thank you.
What time do you usually go to bed?
I usually go to bed around 11:30, but I want to sleep earlier.
That's another useful pattern. I want to. It helps you talk about your real routine and your ideal routine.
So I can say I usually go to bed at 11:30, but I want to sleep at 10:30.
Exactly. I usually go to bed around 10:30 or 11.
Do you fall asleep quickly?
Usually, yes. If I stay off my phone, I fall asleep faster.
That is very wise. I stay on my phone too long and then my brain stays active.
Many people do that.
Let's talk about adverbs of frequency for a moment because they are so important with simple present.
Great idea. The big ones are always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never.
So I can say I always brush my teeth, I usually drink coffee, I often listen to music, I sometimes cook, I rarely go to bed early, I never dance in the kitchen.
Why never?
Because I don't want to slip and become a story.
Fair enough.
Where do these words usually go in the sentence?
Good question. Usually before the main verb. For example, I usually wake up at 7. She often takes the bus. But with the verb to be, they go after it. I am usually tired on Monday. He is always cheerful.
That's a very important grammar tip.
Yes, small but important.
Can we talk about negative sentences too?
Of course. For daily routine, we use don't and doesn't. For example, I don't drink tea in the morning. She doesn't eat breakfast at home.
So with he and she, it's doesn't, and the main verb goes back to the base form.
Exactly. He doesn't works is wrong. He doesn't work is correct.
That mistake is very common.
Very common.
What about questions?
We often use do and does. What time do you wake up? Do you cook dinner? Where does your brother work? Does she walk to school?
Good. Very practical.
Let's each give a full sample answer about our daily routine. You go first.
Okay. On weekdays, I usually wake up at 7:30, but I get up a little later. I wash my face, brush my teeth, and make coffee. Then I start work around 9. I usually take a short lunch break at 1. In the afternoon, I finish my work and answer messages. In the evening, I eat dinner, relax, and watch something online. I usually go to bed around 11:30.
That's very clear and natural. Here's mine. I usually wake up at 6:30 on weekdays. I get up, make my bed, and drink some water. Then I have breakfast and start work in the morning. I often check my email and make a to-do list first. I usually have lunch around 1 o'clock. After work, I go home, cook dinner, and spend some quiet time reading or talking to family. I usually go to bed at around 10:30.
Those are great models because they use simple present all the way through.
Yes, and they show how easy it is to talk about your day if you move in order: morning, work or school, afternoon, evening, and night.
I think that order really helps learners.
Definitely. And remember, your day doesn't need to sound exciting. Simple is fine.
Yes, I wake up, I eat breakfast, I go to work, I come home, I cook, I sleep. That is normal English and normal life.
Exactly.
One more thing. If your routine changes, is it okay to say that?
Of course. You can say, my routine changes from day to day, or my weekdays are busy, but my weekends are more relaxed.
That's useful too. Not everybody has the same schedule every day.
Right. Some people work shifts, some people study in the evening, some people stay home with children, some people work at night.
So the goal is not to copy one routine. The goal is to describe your own routine clearly.
Exactly. That's the key idea. You know, Leo, while we were talking, we used many useful words and phrases.
Yes, and these are perfect for talking about daily routine.
First word, routine. This means the usual things you do regularly.
Oh yes, very important today.
Exactly. For example, my morning routine is simple, or she has a busy daily routine.
And you can also say, I like having a routine because it helps me stay organized.
Very nice. A routine can be daily, weekly, or even seasonal. What part of your routine is most stable?
My coffee routine. That part never changes.
Next word, weekdays. This means the days from Monday to Friday.
Ah, yes, not the weekend.
Exactly. For example, I wake up early on weekdays, or weekdays are usually busy for me.
And you can also say, I cook more on weekdays than on weekends.
Very good. The opposite is weekends. What do your weekdays usually feel like?
A little busy, a little noisy, and very coffee dependent.
Next word, usually. This means most of the time.
One of the best words for simple present.
Yes. For example, I usually eat breakfast at home, or he usually takes the bus to work.
And you can also say, I usually feel better after a short walk.
Exactly. It's an adverb of frequency. Where does usually go in the sentence?
Before the main verb, like I usually read at night.
Perfect. Next word, commute. This means the regular trip between home and work or school.
Oh yes, I like this word.
For example, my commute takes 30 minutes, or she listens to podcasts during her commute.
And you can also say, a long commute makes people tired.
Exactly. Commute can be a noun or a verb. What's your commute like?
Not terrible, but I prefer no commute at all.
Next phrase, work from home. This means do your job at home, not in an office.
Very common these days.
Yes. For example, I work from home 3 days a week. Or, he likes to work from home because it saves time.
And you can also say, when I work from home, I wear more comfortable clothes.
Very true. What do you like about working from home?
I save commuting time and I can make better coffee.
Next phrase, take a break. This means stop working or studying for a short time to rest.
Very healthy phrase.
For example, I take a break after 2 hours of work. Or, students need to take breaks too.
And you can also say, I take a short break and stretch my legs.
Exactly. Breaks help people stay focused. When do you usually take a break?
Around 11 in the morning and around 4 in the afternoon.
Next word, productive. This means you do useful work effectively.
I want to feel productive, but not exhausted.
Good sentence. For example, I feel productive in the morning, or a quiet space helps me stay productive.
And you can also say, I have a productive day when I make a clear plan.
Exactly. Productive does not mean busy only. It means effective too. When do you feel most productive?
Usually in the afternoon after lunch and coffee.
Next word, leftovers. This means food from an earlier meal that you eat later.
I know this word very well.
I believe you. For example, I eat leftovers for lunch, or there are some leftovers in the fridge.
And you can also say, leftovers save time on busy days.
Very practical. What kind of leftovers do you like most?
Pasta. Pasta is often better the next day.
Next word, tidy. This means neat and organized.
Softer than a full deep clean.
Exactly. For example, I tidy my desk before I start work. Or, her room looks tidy and calm.
And you can also say, I try to keep the kitchen tidy.
Very nice. Tidy can be a verb or an adjective. Are you a tidy person?
In my heart, yes. In my room, not always.
Honest answer. Next phrase, go to bed. This means get into bed to sleep. Another very important daily routine phrase. Yes. For example, I go to bed at 10:30, or children usually go to bed earlier than adults. And you can also say, I want to go to bed earlier, but I don't always do it. Very true for many people. What time do you usually go to bed? Around 11:30, but I keep dreaming of 10:30. Last phrase, fall asleep. This means begin sleeping.
Different from go to bed.
Exactly. For example, I go to bed at 11, but I fall asleep at 11:30. Or, he falls asleep quickly after exercise.
And you can also say, I can't fall asleep if I drink coffee late.
Perfect. That is a very common real-life sentence. Do you fall asleep quickly?
Not always. If my mind is busy, it takes time.
Let's quickly review all the vocabulary. Routine, the usual things you do regularly. Weekdays, Monday to Friday. Usually, most of the time. Commute, the regular trip between home and work or school. Work from home, do your job at home. Take a break, stop for a short rest. Productive, doing useful work effectively. Leftovers, food you eat later from an earlier meal. Tidy, neat and organized. Go to bed, get into bed to sleep. Fall asleep, begin sleeping.
That is a very useful set of daily routine words.
Okay, Leo, that was a lot of talking about daily routine.
Yes, it was. I feel like we just lived an entire day in English.
That's a good way to say it. Let's think about what we learned.
First, we learned why the simple present tense is important. We use it for habits and routines. We say things like, I wake up at 7, I drink coffee, and she works in an office.
Then we talked about the beginning of the day. We learned phrases like wake up, get up, brush my teeth, make breakfast, and leave home.
After that, we moved into work and study routines. We used simple present sentences like, I check my email, I make a to-do list, I attend meetings, and I take a break.
Then we talked about lunch, the afternoon, and after-work activities. We used phrases like, I have lunch at 1, I finish work at 6, I go for a walk, and I cook dinner.
After that, we moved into the evening and night. We used sentences like, I wash the dishes, I relax, I read a book, I go to bed, and I fall asleep.
We also talked about adverbs of frequency, like always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never. These make your daily routine sound more natural. And, very importantly, we reviewed do, does, don't, and doesn't. Those are essential for questions and negative sentences. Exactly. So as you can see, talking about your day in English is not too difficult. You just move step by step and describe what you usually do.
Morning, afternoon, evening, night. Keep it simple.
Yes, that's the key.
Now, we want to hear from you. This is our favorite part.
Yes, we always love reading your comments.
Our question of the day is, what is one daily habit you always do, and what is one daily habit you want to improve?
I'll go first. One daily habit I always do is make tea in the morning. One habit I want to improve is taking longer breaks away from screens.
For me, one habit I always do is drink coffee after I wake up. One habit I want to improve is going to bed earlier.
See, we have different answers, and that's okay.
So, viewers, we want to know about you. What do you always do every day, and what do you want to change a little?
Maybe you always walk to school. Maybe you always call your family. Maybe you always read before bed. Or maybe you want to improve your sleep, your meals, or your study routine.
You can write, I always blank, and I want to improve blank.
Or, my daily routine includes blank, but I want to change blank.
Or, I usually blank in the morning, and in the evening I blank.
Please tell us in the comments. Write a short answer and practice your English with us.
It helps us make better videos, and it also helps you practice writing in English.
So please share your answer. We'd really love to read it.
We really appreciate your time and support.
If you enjoyed this video, give this video a big thumbs up.
And click the subscribe button and the little bell.
That way, you won't forget to join us for our next lesson.
You are all great students, and we're very happy to learn with you.
Keep practicing. Remember, you do not need difficult grammar to speak good English.
You just need clear sentences, real habits, and a little practice every day.
Exactly. One simple sentence at a time. Okay, have a wonderful day, evening, and night.
Take care and keep practicing.
Goodbye.
Bye, everyone. See you in the next lesson.